in the first 7 years of life. That's why poor people stay poor and rich people stay rich. The movie The Matrix is not science fiction. It's a documentary. Every human, and this is a fact, every human first 7 years is download hypnosis. The brain of a child under 7 is in a lower vibrational frequency. When you put wires on a person's head, you read electroencephalograph, reading brain activity. A child below 7 has a lower vibration than consciousness. It's called theta. Theta is imagination. Oh, that's how kids play a tea party with mud pies, but to them it's a real thing. A kid rides a broom, it's a horse. That's theta, imagination. Theta is also hypnosis. And the idea is this: before you can become conscious, if you don't have any programs, what are you going to be conscious of? So nature makes the first 7 years. What kind of programs are required to live on this planet? I say, how do you get them? Theta is hypnosis. You just watch. You watch your parents, you watch your siblings, and your community, because you have to learn how many 100,000 rules. Think about it. Just to be a functional member of a family and a functional member of a community, there are rules. Teach an infant these rules. I say, you don't have to. First 7 years, they observe it and just download it. Look, this is not new. I mean, there's the famous book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Sure. And basically said you come from a poor family and you could struggle your whole life and try to get rich, but you're not going to make it. And if you come from a rich family, you could be stupid your whole life and make it. Not because it was thinking, but it was unconscious behavior that was downloaded from rich families into kids, which is unconscious. So they're making the right moves unconsciously. If they engage their conscious mind, then they look stupid, but it's unconscious. And that's the same thing with poor people. Poor people have beliefs from the family. Oh, you can't make it, life's a struggle, things are hard, who do you think you are? And if that's the program you get, then 95% of the day you will sabotage yourself. And that's why poor people stay poor and rich people stay rich, because the programming. 95% of our life, this is a fact, comes from those programs in the subconscious. Every day, only about 5% of their life are you using conscious, which is creative. 5%.
So your life is being lived, even though you think you're living your life.
Exactly, and you don't see it because it's called subconscious, below conscious. And the Jesuits, for 400 years, they were boasting. People didn't understand. They say, give me a child until it's 7 and I will show you the man. They've been saying that for 400 years because they knew 7 years was the program period. And 95% of your life after that will be whatever that program is. So you don't have to try and think about what happened. I just say, look at your life. The things you like that come into your life come in because you have a program that supports them. But anything you struggle with, work hard at, put a lot of effort into making it happen, why you're working so hard, inevitably you have a program that doesn't support that conclusion and you're trying to override the program. So you don't need to do a lot of shrink and psychology stuff. You just look at your life and say, where am I struggling? Because wherever you're struggling, inevitably it's a program in your subconscious that does not support that destination you've been looking for. The conscious mind is creative and can learn in any number of ways. Read a self-help book, go to a lecture, listen to this program, and conscious mind's going to get some awareness. And I go, yeah, but subconscious mind doesn't learn that way. I go, right, it doesn't. Subconscious mind learns in two fundamental ways naturally. Hypnosis, which is the first 7 years, and after age 7, how do you put new programs in? Repetition. Practice. You want to drive a car, you didn't learn how by just getting in the seat and put the key in. You had to practice driving the car. You want to learn the alphabet. How many times did you go from A to Z? Try to go to A to Z before you can complete it. And once you completed it, you didn't have to go back and do it again. So 2 phases. You want to train the subconscious mind. Hypnosis. Repetition. I like the last one because there's a new phrase that's bandied about called fake it till you make it. Meaning, if you're not a happy person, I say, you want to be a happy person? Then repeat all the time, I'm happy, I'm happy. I say, well, you don't look happy or anything. I say, no, who am I talking to? By repetition, I'm talking to subconscious. If subconscious gets, I am happy, and 95% of your life comes from that subconscious, there will be a point once the subconscious got, I am happy, you don't have to say it again.
Okay.
It'll be automatic.
And that's why we see people do affirmations and gratitude journals and stuff, because if you do that daily...
It's repetitive, and that's the secret part. Look, putting a sticky note on the refrigerator is more like a suggestion, but it's not a repetition. So it doesn't work very well. But you have to do... Repetition is a habit. It's making habit. So you got to do something religiously in the sense of repeating it to make it work.
Nah, Bapak Ibu, jadi seperti yang dikatakan Bruce Lipton, kunci untuk perubahan adalah melakukan reprogramming pikiran bawah sadar. Jadi anak orang kaya dan anak orang biasa, ya anak orang kaya itu pemilik bisnis besar ya. Bukan bisnis biasa, tapi bisnis besar yang sudah jalan sendiri, dan investor ya. Anak orang biasa itu anaknya pegawai, anaknya pelaku bisnis ya, bisnis yang masih dijalankan sendiri meskipun sebesar apapun ya, kemudian profesional. Maka kalau anak-anak mereka itu melakukan bisnis yang sama, akibatnya berbeda. Karena pola pikirnya kaya, yang satu bisa kaya, yang satu karena punya pola pikir biasa, akhirnya tidak bisa kaya. Itu yang akan terjadi. Jadi kita itu desainnya sudah berbeda. Anaknya orang kaya itu didesain seperti pesawat terbang yang bisa terbang. Anaknya orang biasa itu didesain seperti mobil yang hanya bisa jalan di darat. Nah sekarang banyak anaknya orang biasa yang berusaha terbang dengan cara memasang sayap di mobilnya, mengganti bahan bakar, mengganti mesin, ya. Dengan cara apa ya? Sekolah yang tinggi, ya, atau membangun bisnis yang besar, berusaha jungkir balik di sana bisa besar. Tapi seperti mobil, dia hanya meloncat saja, setelah itu jatuh lagi. Dan itu yang akan terjadi. Ya. Kita sudah bekerja keras seumur hidup, pada masa tuanya, setelah kita tidak bekerja lagi, kita akan jatuh lagi. Seperti itu yang terjadi. Kalau ingin merubah seperti pesawat terbang, dibongkar total, tidak hanya dipasang sebagian-sebagian. Nah, jadi Bapak Ibu, pikiran itu bisa menjadi tindakan. Ya, pikiran akan menjadi tindakan lah ya, apa yang kita pikirkan menjadi tindakan kita. Tindakan yang diulang-ulang akan menjadi kebiasaan, dan kebiasaan yang terus-menerus akan jadi karakter kita, dan karakter kita itulah yang akan menjadi nasib kita. Jadi Anda yang punya pola pikir miskin atau pola pikir biasa, ya nasibnya akan jadi orang biasa meskipun Anda sudah melakukan apapun. Dan sebaliknya yang punya pola pikir kaya, meskipun di sekolah kelihatan bodoh, dari luar seperti orang tolol, ngomongnya juga berlepotan, tapi di dalamnya itu adalah pesawat terbang, dan dia bisa terbang. Nah, jadi kalau Anda ingin terbang seperti mereka, maka pikiran Anda harus dirubah. Dan itu yang kita lakukan di BTD. Tindakan Anda dirubah, itu dilakukan di CAA. Kebiasaan dirubah, itu di CAA. Karakter dirubah, itu di CAA. Di komunitas kami ya, cerdas finansial dan spiritual atau KCFS. Dan semua perubahan itu harus ada dalam bimbingan mentor KCFS. Karena kalau tanpa bimbingan mentor Anda melakukan sendiri, tidak mungkin bisa. Ya, Anda baca buku apa saja, setiap perubahan harus ada bimbingan. Dan kalau Anda sudah melakukan itu, maka nasib Anda akan berubah. 2-5 tahun dari sekarang, Anda berpenghasilan pasif 100 juta sebulan dan hidup nyaman. Ya. Jadi tempat berprosesnya seperti ini Bapak Ibu. Di BTD itu perubahan awal dari pola pikiran ya. BTD itu grup WA, Building the Dream. Kemudian Anda nanti masuk ke grup WA program lanjutan, kita tawari ya, karena ya terserah Anda mau meneruskan perubahan atau berhenti dalam perubahan, ya, itu suka-suka Anda, kita tidak memaksa Anda untuk berubah. Begitu juga di program lanjutan akan kita tawari ke DAA, ya, Crown Ambassador Academy, ya, grup WA juga untuk perubahan pola pikir, perubahan tindakan, perubahan kebiasaan, perubahan karakter di situ, ya. Nah, dari situlah baru Anda punya penghasilan pasif 100 juta sebulan. Nah, Anda yang mungkin masih di BTD, lupakan yang lain. Ya, Anda fokus saja di BTD, Anda jangan berpikir di CA nanti bagaimana, di lanjutan bagaimana. Program pikiran Anda belum mampu untuk menangkap itu semua. Ya. Meskipun Anda lulusan SD, sarjana, profesor, Anda direktur, Anda belum mampu Bapak Ibu. Kalau Anda berasal dari anaknya orang biasa dan belum pernah dididik oleh para investor, para pemilik bisnis besar. Kalau Anda seperti itu, berarti belum ada perubahan pola pikir di pikiran bawah sadar Anda belum bisa menangkap semuanya, dan Anda tidak perlu berusaha untuk tahu dulu. lakukan saja. Yang penting Anda nanti dalam waktu 2-5 tahun setelah Anda berproses, Anda mendapatkan penghasilan pasti 100 juta sebulan. Jadi nanti akan seperti yang di cuplikan film Dr. Strange itu dari apa? Itu dikatakan pada saat Dr. Strange mau melakukan perubahan oleh Baron Mordo, lupakan apa yang Anda tahu. Itulah yang harus Anda lakukan. Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
We got the right place. That one looks a little more camouflagey.
I once stood in your place, and I too was disrespectful. So might I offer you some advice? Forget everything you think you know.
All right.
The sanctuary